All this anti-woke stuff is just anti-black. Period, full stop. All the CRT, ESG, DEI stuff, that's all this is. It's this great purge, and it's happening in real time.
But now I want to go to this Instagram post that was made recently where Gavin Newsom gives Planned Parenthood $140 million to keep 100 clinics open after Trump cuts. Now, this took place 2 days before he went on that podcast. And so he's on the podcast acting like he's a friend of the Black community, but just funded the mission of Margaret Sanger, who said in 1939 in a letter to Dr. Clarence C.J. Gamble that she did not want the word to get out, that she wanted to exterminate the Negro population. How is this possible? Where is the Black outrage? Everybody, I hope and pray that you are doing well. I'm your host, John Amanchukwu. This is Disturbing the Peace, and we will disturb the peace tonight. I have a phenomenal set and group of panelists that have joined me tonight for a phenomenal conversation. I want to go now to Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom went on a show recently, and he had some choice words to say about Black people and wokeness. Take a look at this video clip right here. We're going to pull it up, and I want you to see this video. Watch.
60s world. You got the Supreme Court talking about getting rid of the Voting Rights Act, and that's very real. Yeah. That may likely happen in just a matter of months. I mean, they're rewriting history, censoring historical facts. It's a unbelievable moment. All this anti-woke stuff is just anti-black. Period, full stop. All the CRT, ESG, DEI stuff, that's all this is. It's this great purge, and it's happening in real time. And I'm sitting here, and I feel like, luckily I'm governor, but like, we're not doing enough. Right. We're not calling this out. We're not drawing a line here. And again, it's not about Democrats or Republicans. It's about who we've
right and wrong,
man. Yeah, right, and goddamn wrong. Daylight and darkness.
I feel like anytime
60s world.
All right, so right here. So I'm going to get your feedback on this clip right here. But now I want to go to this Instagram post that was made recently where Gavin Newsom gives Planned Parenthood $140 million to keep 100 clinics open after Trump cuts. Now, this took place 2 days before he went on that podcast. And so he's on the podcast acting like he's a friend of the Black community, but just funded the mission of Margaret Sanger, who said in 1939 in a letter to Dr. Clarence C.J. Gamble that she did not want the word to get out, that she wanted to exterminate the Negro population. How is this possible? Where is the Black outrage?
There will be no Black outrage. And what's so frustrating for me is to sit here and watch these men allow Gavin Newsom to say such foolishness without calling him out. There was also a clip where Gavin was talking about eating like Mayo sandwiches, as if he was so poor. We know he was born into money.
Right.
His family was in the oil business or with people with oil. This was a rich man, and y'all allow him to sit there and act as if he understands your struggle. I was piling on the Wonder Bread. I mean,
oh man,
it is frustrating because they go on these podcasts with people that they know have done no research, and I see people. When I see this little group of men, it just makes me angry because they know they have a lot of followers. They know they have a lot of views who could actually benefit from the information that is being shown or given on that podcast. But they just want to sit there and talk, like I'm going to smoke a blunt after this and, it's whatever. There's no responsibility or accountability. Like, why didn't you check this man? Even about giving the money to Planned Parenthood. You're so for the Black people, but we kill more Black babies than are born every year. Why are you funding Planned Parenthood? So it's frustrating because they sit on these podcasts and these podcasters don't do any research, and they allow them to come on and just spew lie after lie without being checked. And they know they can do it because all I got to do is change my accent a little bit, say a couple of curse words,
Sure,
you know,
sure.
and I look cool and I look hip and I look like I belong.
Right.
And so then they're going to feel like I'm cool. Just like we had Black people feeling like Bill Clinton was cool because he blew a saxophone, got his dick sucked, and smoked weed. And they were saying
They
he's
did.
the first Black
They
president.
did.
Because of the degeneracy, and it drives me crazy.
Mhm. I shouldn't say they did. We did.
Yes.
We called him that, and I think
Yeah.
the lack of self-respect is just mind-boggling for him to say, you know, DEI, all that stuff. That's just anti-Black, and he says, like, come
Yeah,
on, brother.
that's all he said.
Google it, Chat GPT it, ask
Right.
Gemini. Everybody at this point who reads knows that Black people were the losers, the
Sure.
biggest losers
Yes.
in the whole DEI game. And for him to just sit there and let them say it, and I don't know if they haven't done their research, you know, because even when Kamala was running for president, like you said, and Roland Martin and different ones were paid all this money, not only were they paid to interview her, they were paid to make sure it was a softball interview where we
Yes.
ask you very easy questions
That's right.
and we don't combat you. We don't ask you any hard questions. And, you know, I think about, I think it was the Black Congressional Caucus or something where Trump went on and, you know, oh, we were so smart asking all the questions and wouldn't even let him get a word out. Why don't we use this energy for the people we support?
Yes.
Like if I really don't, if I'm not going to vote for you, I'm not really going to ask you much of anything. I really don't care. But if I voted for you, I need answers. I need to know why Black unemployment is where it is. I need to know why you're funding Planned Parenthood. I just wish that we would just have the self-respect to hold people accountable.
And so those Black men on the podcast are the men that Black women are likely going to marry. But they're on their platforms. They bring this guy on who just invested in exterminating Black babies in California while we are staring down the barrel of a potential further shutdown where SNAP benefits are going to be, you know, lost for many Americans, nearly 42 million. We talked about that earlier. So he's putting $140 million towards killing babies when that money could have been placed towards, you know, what could happen on November 1st or November 2nd.
Right.
So he doesn't value Black life, but the Black men say nothing about it. They don't address it. I mean, yeah.
But see,
That's an issue.
it's your typical Democrat pandering to Black people. They don't have to do anything because you're still going to vote for them.
Right.
You've been doing it for decades.
So are you saying that we are chumps?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe,
What Malcolm X said in the beginning, we showed it. Political chumps.
Yes.
That's evident today.
Yes.
Blacks are still political chumps.
Oh yes,
But-
we saw it with Hillary when she said she had hot sauce in her bag, and then she goes,
Yes.
"I
don't
don't
feel no ways
tired."
But wait, and people bought it.
Right.
It was okay.
Remember before they selected Kamala Harris, you remember when Joe Biden decided he wasn't going to run, whatever.
Right.
And Gavin Newsom thought he was going to be the front runner.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when he went on Charlie Kirk's show
I remember.
and was sounding like a moderate?
He did.
Didn't he?
He did.
You are so right.
He
I
did.
forgot
Yeah.
about
So it's
Right.
just
And he also knew that he was on a show. No, he brought Charlie Kirk on his show.
Yeah.
It was his first episode. And he knew that he brought someone on that did his homework,
Mhm.
knew the facts, knew the issues like the back of his hand. Matter of fact, on that show, Gavin Newsom begins to say, "Oh yeah, my son follows you. He supports you. He's a big fan. He's this and he's that. You're doing a great job." All of that stuff. He knew his audience.
It's about
Right.
staying in power,
True.
doing whatever means necessary
Yeah.
to stay in power.
That's
Right.
all it is.
Gavin also lied on Sean Ryan's show. He pretended to be pro-gun because Sean gives everybody that comes on a little gift at the beginning, and some people he gives them a pistol.
Wow.
And he gave Gavin Newsom a pistol, and Gavin's like, I'm not. First of all, holding it like he was a
I
little
see
sissy.
clips.
It was just like he's like, oh, I'm not pro-gun. And it was just like, come on, Gavin, you're from California. Stop lying.
He got so much backlash for that too.
Yeah.
And it's despicable. I'll say this. What we're seeing right now take place in our country with the government shutdown, where things are headed as we approach, Thanksgiving and Christmas. Now is the time to strap up.
Yep.
If this government
Oh,
shutdown continues, and we have a country that's overrun with criminal illegal aliens, you may see a third world country in the United States of America. You may see that kind of behavior break out, because when people don't have food, it's survival of the fittest. People will do anything possible to get their food. Now, this might bring some relationships back together. All right. Man didn't like Shaniqua. Shaniqua didn't like man. But what God can do with some potted meat and some crackers and a juice box, and them coming together saying, baby, you bring the crackers, I bring the potted meat, you bring the bread, I bring the jelly and the peanut butter. We're gonna work this thing out together. They recognize that, no, I need you, you need me. It may bring some relationships back together. I think it might possibly happen.
Yeah.
Because when you understand the value of dependency, and that you need one another, right? A lot of bad emotions and attitudes and anger and old grudges and the animus goes away because we got to eat. It's respectfully in some words, it's survival.
Yeah.
I've got to make it. I do need you, and you do need me. One of the greatest things that me and my wife did is when we got married, we put our bank accounts together. There was no your bank account, my bank account. No, I mean, listen, you go home, you have sex with someone, you swap body fluids and spit, but you can't put your money together.
Right. Exactly.
I mean,
Come on.
what's wrong? One bank account and my check and her check, and together we have built what we have. It's the wisest decision that you can possibly make. I know I'm probably getting some people in trouble out there who may not have that, but you're married, but you need to consider it. Put that money together, put your money together, work together, fight together, contend together. It's the best way to have something and to make it.